words that lingered on my lips stopped just before they could leave. As I looked into your eyes, I couldn't bring myself to speak. My heart trembled first and filled my chest with noise. If only I had been brave, maybe things would be different. The words I couldn't say were the most sincere of all. Beyond the edge of memory, I still stand there alone. Between fading breaths, only feelings continued to grow. I held back in fear, afraid you'd slip away. Your smile, brighter than sunlight, still lingers in my mind. And beside you each day, I watch myself grow smaller. I wanted to tell you always, my heart was always with you. But I hesitated again and let the moment pass. The words I couldn't say remain vivid through time, still echoing in my ears. All I call is your name. Even without a word, I lean closer to you. If I could meet you again, I'd tell you everything. Though I can't go back, regret still lingers in my heart. This story buried inside me, I hope it reaches you someday. Your smile, brighter than sunlight, still lingers in my mind. And beside you each day, I watch myself grow smaller. The words I couldn't say will stay with me forever. Even if tears fall again, I truly loved you then. The sunlight soaked the street where we once walked together. Words still echo in my ears, but they've lost on me now. I stood in the shade alone, only memories follow me. Yeah. I try to look back again, but my steps fall apart. A street I can't reach anymore, you're growing farther away. The street we can return to marks the end of our season. Only longing fills the space, even your name has faded. I stood there for a moment, then turned away in silence. The view that felt familiar feels distant and unknown now. Beneath the sky without you, I walk this road alone. When I close my eyes, your touch still lingers, but reality says nothing and quietly passes by. As the day you were gently collapses inside me, left you in that night that no longer returns. The street we can return to left our goodbye unsaid. A hesitant heart speaks now, but no one is there to hear. I walk halfway to you and stop with a whisper. At the end of this empty road, only memories call to me, swallowing the day that never reached you. A day that won't come again, and I remain inside it. You smiled unaware while I turned and walked away. Like a final breeze, I had to let you go. The street we can return to holds an afternoon filled with memories. You were the most beautiful season I've ever lost. Calling your name softly, I slowly closed my lips. Yeah, yeah. Return to. The sunlight softened in the afternoon. A breeze slipped through the window, whispering the seasons end. Beneath the growing shadows, I found myself thinking of you again. Sharing ice cream with quiet laughter, your eyes warmer than the summer sun. Sitting at the edge of a shaded bench, I found myself sketching your face in thought. When summer was fading, our hearts linger right where they had always been. That brief moment we brushed past each other, stayed far longer than I ever expected. The sound of the waves, the call of the sea, couldn't erase the place where you once stood. Memories soaked in golden light still shimmer quietly here. I stared at the empty seat beside me and saw your smiling face in my mind again. A song I've come to know plays in the distance, and your name hides gently in its melody. The distant echo of laughter, the glance we never got to share at the end. We walked away as if nothing had happened, but our hearts were already drenched in silence. When summer was fading, we never called each other's names, and yet that ordinary day keeps echoing in my chest. Under a slowly setting sun, your silhouette quietly drifted away, and still I stood right there, waiting without a word. Time kept moving forward, bringing seasons that felt unfamiliar, but no day ever returned with the clarity that one held. When summer was fading, between breath. I still can't say the words aloud, but that day you remain alive with me. Ooh. A silhouette in sunlight, you smile beneath the shade. That blue shirt in the breeze was brighter than the day. Even as you walk past, my eyes followed your trace. The collar gently folded still pulls at my heart. Even from a distance, your scent remained clear. In that one blue shirt, our summer quietly lived in your casual motion. My heart was not in you. I said I had moved on, but I returned to that time. Sunlight in its fabric, my memory never faded. Wrinkles in the breeze still stir my sleeping heart. Leaning by the window, I recall your flowing sleeve. Every step you took still lives in that shirt. Such a simple moment, outlive the passing season. Even after you left, I stayed in that place. Though you were something else, you're still that colored me. In that one blue shirt, I saw the feelings you hid before your words reached me. Your gaze had already pulled me. Those seasons came and went. Only you remain. You stay in my vision, still reliving the day. The lightness of that fabric feels too heavy now. I can't return again, but the shirt still remembers. Unspoken emotions have faded into that. The blue shirt remains, still holding me in place. The warmth you left behind lingers in every thread. The more I try to forget, the deeper it sinks in. Sinks in. The light bent gently that day between the shadows on the wall. We stood and quietly stared, too afraid to take a step. Though silence held our lips, my heart began to tremble. Your gaze spoke every word I never had to hear. A glance and more than words, it came like a breath of wind. In that one fragile moment, time forgot to move, yeah. There was a reason I paused at the far end of that road. Maybe we both already knew, but chose to look away. I watched you walking away, following with only my eyes. Your quiet steps on the path left nothing but memory. Even as hearts drifted apart and grew distant with the days, that look we goodbye. Yeah, yeah. No tears, just stillness. I didn't move an inch. The last time I saw you was the quietest farewell. An empty street, no one there, only the breeze passing by. But the shadows of our time still lingered on the ground. I watch you walking away, following with only my eyes. Your quiet steps on the path left nothing but memory. Where our eyes once met, there was nothing left to say. The silence between us told everything we knew. In the haze of afternoon light, we smiled without a word. Between clumsy greetings, our hearts touched first. Even in silence, we understood so well. The moment your hand paused, everything became clear. Though the world felt distant, our words were always near. The language we shared spoke softer than sound. In familiar quiet, our hidden hearts were found. Just one word was enough, and that was your name. Even with my eyes closed, I still hear your tone. A rhythm that never existed, yet felt like our own. Shadows beneath the trees felt like your gentle pause. A long sentence of a day I wanted to end with you. I may not know every phrase, but reading you was easy. Between each little silence, we whisper what mattered. Laughter and quiet tears share the same pattern. The language we shared remembered each season. In the warmth of the air, our longing found reason. A sentence left unfinished still goes on within me. Ooh. You echo in my ears in the hush of old whispers. Your voice, your inflection, still exactly the same. Even if no one else knows, it's enough that we did. No need for translation. We lived in what we hid. The language we shared can't be translated by time. Since the day you vanished, you live in every line. Let the world forget it all. You'll always mean something. Let the world forget it all. You'll always mean something. Morning sunlight fills the room. The pillow next to me is cold. When I gently close my eyes, your scent still lingers here. Longing settles on my shoulders, even before the break of dawn. say I want to forget, but longing speaks before I do. Though you drifted far away, your goodbye still holds me tight. The wind is still slinging your shape. Even when I close my eyes, your silent one remains. The warmth that stayed so close, left deeper than love itself. Those seasons all have changed, I still haven't let you go. Sometimes when my fingers move, I swear I feel your smile return. Your voice that used to call my name still lingers inside this room. Even if you'll never come back, I remain here waiting. By the window where we sat, the sunlight quietly settles in. Even your shadow seems to be living inside of me. And each rainy day ends with only you remaining. The warmth beside my bed. Even the night you fell off from the love that bloomed too late, you return and carry me home. And at the end of every night, you're still waiting where I sleep to be living inside of me. Sunlight stretched along your back, a soft silhouette in motion. I walked without a single word, my silence heavy with feeling. Each step echoed like hesitation, my heart always ahead of me. I wanted to speak but swallowed even my breath. Afraid you'd stop walking, I couldn't even say your name. The day I walked behind your shadow, love felt powerless and small. Unspoken truth fell quietly into the spaces your footsteps left. You moved toward the light while I stayed hidden in the shade. Even the rustling leaves that day sounded like your fading figure at the edge of the quiet breeze. My heart scattered into pieces along the road we once shared. The afternoon light poured gently. The farther you went, the clearer you became. Even the shape of your breath within the glance you never knew. Everything I felt lived there. I couldn't look you in the eye, only lowered my head slightly. Terrified your steps would drift away, even that thought hurt deeply. The day I walked behind your shadow, my love kept its lips closed. And the stillness inside me was filled with only your presence. I didn't reach for your hand because I already knew why. On a sunlit path we rode, pedals turning slow and steady. Cicadas whispered in our ears, summer wind brushed against our cheeks. No words were needed then, our eyes said everything. Next to my shadow, you were quietly there. That afternoon on our bikes, my heart raced ahead of me. Even in passing scenery, my thoughts kept turning to you. When we slowed our pace, you seeped into my soul. Though the moment was brief, it held the longest tremble. Your shirt soaked in sunlight, beads of sweat resting on it. Our breaths grew closer, yet silence said it all. Rising emotions flowed without breaks in that one blink. Time came to a halt. That afternoon on our bikes, I still remember the summer. Though you're no longer here, you live quietly inside me, chasing your fading back. I pedal through the day across the vanishing distance. I follow what we once had. If we ever meet again, I'll greet you with a quiet smile, just like that breath of summer. I'll come to you gently. Your shirt soaked in sunlight, beads of sweat resting on it. Our breaths grew closer, yet silence said it all. That afternoon on our bikes, back then I was all about you. At the end of that fleeting summer, I'm still not ready to let go. I'm still not ready to let go. The evening breeze had cooled, moonlight perched on the ledge. We faced each other in silence as time flowed slowly by. You stood just one step away, as close as a breath could be. Ooh, in quiet, steady breathing, our night passed between us, deeper than spoken words. Your gaze gripped my heart, even without a single touch. I could feel you completely. Leaning on the balcony, we quietly felt each other without calling a name. We lit the same night beneath the silver moon. Everything felt complete, as if time had stopped. We moved at our own pace. Even the smallest tremble was held gently in memory. Droplets on a glass clung to your fingertips. In the breath between words, my heart leaned toward you. With your weight on my back, I could feel your day unfold. Within the passing breeze lingered unspoken feelings. Our shared silence was the silent night of mine, a quiet that mirrored us both, remain long after. When I recall that night, I lean once more and feel it, leaning on the balcony, watching you in the still night. Without saying a single word, I felt everything I needed. Though the moment has passed, it still lives inside of me. Was held gently in memory. On an afternoon of broken light, a breeze brushed past my ear. In that single quiet moment, your name returned to me. Though my lips stayed still, my heart spoke first. A warmth I thought was gone returned with your voice in the scent of ending seasons. You remained vivid as ever. You drifted in so gently, as if you'd never left. The name carried by the wind softly shakes my soul. Even with my eyes closed, I hear the trace of you. My heart knows before I speak, no words are needed at all. Though I never called out loud, you still live within me. The name of that one season still quietly holds me close. Oh. Between the pages, books, the glance we once exchanged, etched like a single sentence, still lingers on my chest. The stillness of that day moves again because of you. Though nothing was spoken, I understood your heart. The days you lingered in always ended with me. As the hours passed gently, you settled deep inside me. The name carried by the wind, an echo that won't be stopped. Even memories bathed in light were always shaped like you, still untouched by time. You drift through my days. Though I never said it aloud, you returned again and again. Even in forgotten moments, it was always you I met. It didn't feel like someone else's tale. It sounded like my own. The day I first met you still feels the same. In every passing moment, you quietly stayed with me. Carried by the wind, still circles round me today. A presence that never faded, still softly calls me near. Though I can't call you back, I'll always remember you. The sunlight was warmer than ever. You smiled a little brighter that day. No Just ordinary moments. We were just like always. Who knew I'd smile like that on a day I didn't know would be the last? Your fingers felt lighter than usual. Your gaze lingered just a bit longer. You almost said something, then stopped. We just laughed it away. We smiled without knowing that it would be our last moment. Behind that gentle laughter, a quiet farewell was waiting. I who knew nothing then smiled the brightest that day. That memory won't stop pulling me back to that day. The way you smiled at me still stirs my heart. You leaned gently on my shoulder. I looked up at the fading sky. The seasons moved so slowly. Time felt like it had paused. The evening light began to fade, like our shadows stretching along. So many words I wanted to ask just floated inside my mouth. Why couldn't I say anything? I didn't know we'd say goodbye. We smile without knowing that it would be our last moment. Behind that gentle laughter, a quiet farewell was waiting. I who knew nothing then smiled the brightest that day. A single frame from the past still plays clearly in my mind. That smile hurts even more now that I know the truth. That day was just like any other. Maybe that's why it hurts more to smile while holding goodbye. I never saw it coming. We smile without knowing, and it was the warmest smile I gave. The more I remember that moment, the deeper my heart begins to ache. Even now, from time to time, even now, from time to time, I still see you in that day. Silence across the line, breath flowing without words. Hesitated again and again, but I never spoke. Only longing remained, still I couldn't let go. With eyes closed I listened to a breath I knew so well. Even in distant silence, only you were there. Though we said nothing, every feeling was clear. In that quiet moment, we were closest somehow. The breath that didn't stop felt like the words we meant. The night stretched endlessly, a short ring in the dark. Couldn't even say your name. Silence spoke for us. A soft breath came through, and I held you in it. Your heart trying to forget was revealed through your voice. The trembling quiet felt like a clumsy confession. memories paused, the sunset quietly fell. A lone shadow lingered, gently calling me back. Steps stopped at that moment, silently I thought of you. Where we used to walk, only time now remains. I reached to hold you, but my hands met air. At dusk in that same place, I still wait for your return. It feels like you'll come again, as the wind whispers your name. This day that won't quite end, you're still inside of it. I couldn't call your name, only my heart kept echoing. In the scene behind me, regret softly stays. Those seasons have shifted, that moment stands untouched. Under the fading sky, our smile flashes again. In that quiet afternoon, only you remain so clear. Even in a passing breeze, I trace your warmth again. It just won't disappear, so I stood there once more. At dusk in that same place, I pretend I've let you go. But like that final touch, I think you'll come once more. Each step frozen in time, our memories soaked within. I called you softly alone, but tears answered first. Without anyone knowing, I stayed just the same. If someday we pass again, please remember just once. Every second we once had was always truly real. At dusk I still remain where my heart quietly lingers. The words I never could say, I've left them in the wind. For the day you might return, I've left them in the wind. For the day you might return, I'll wait again today. Alone in my silent room, soft breath fills the air. On a desk with the light off, your name trembles again. I thought I'd erased it all, but I was wrong, wasn't I? A familiar sound of steps lingers inside my ears. Beyond this quiet stillness, I'm the one who breaks first. The name I whisper alone, quiet so no one could hear. Buried deep in my heart, words I never could say. Your voice from that one day still echoes deep within me. Because I couldn't speak it, I remembered it more. Even now that you're gone, I find myself calling you. Leaves are wet outside again. Another season fades, though memories turn to dust. My feelings remain the same. I start to softly say your name, but tears fall down first. lingered here still floats in this old room. Even if all seems quiet, you still live inside me. The name I whispered alone was always where you'd been. The more I tried forgetting, the clearer you became. Even if time won't return, my heart still walks toward you. Even when whispered softly, my chest would always ache. A name that won't be raised still walks around inside me. Would you hear it just once? This name I repeat each night. Even just for a moment, I wish you'd come back to me. The name I whispered alone, though you never answered, that single word alone gets me through another day. Even if you never return, I'll keep calling your name. I'll keep calling your name. The air was slow that afternoon. Your voice slipped through the pages. Between the lines of a book, you quietly passed by me. The first time I heard my name in your unfamiliar tone, I didn't know why, but my heart reacted first. When you called my name, something inside me shifted. Beyond the sound itself, it quietly landed in my heart. It wasn't just a word, it was the beginning of something new. Hidden inside your voice was a name that meant love. Under a shaded window, I watched your lips move. That sound, now familiar, still made me quietly tremble. I thought the feeling would fade, but it grew instead. Even when I try to forget, you keep calling me again. When you called my name, time felt like it stood still. More than anything else, that word lingered the longest. Now when I hear my name, it only echoes with you. It wasn't just who I am, it was the way you loved me. It was a quiet voice, but it changed my entire world. That trembling moment still rings in my ears. Under a shaded window, I watched your lips move. That sound, now familiar, still made me quietly tremble. When you called my name, that moment we sat away from the sun, a breeze drifting through the long afternoon. No words between us, just glances that spoke enough. Beneath that quiet shade, our hearts quietly began. No one else ever knew the place only we could find. A whisper reached my ear, carried softly by the wind. It was a secret summer held only in our eyes, a season that won't return but lives within my heart. Without the world knowing, we quietly fell too deep. Though the days were short, they left such lasting warmth. Hidden deep in memory, we are still there somehow. Walking beneath the dusk, your fingers brushed against mine. Without a single word, your trembling reached my soul. As if tomorrow would vanish, we felt only that moment. Even knowing it would fade, I stepped even closer to you. Even your quiet breath felt too precious to lose. It was a secret summer that seeped into my soul. Among all the seasons, you remain the clearest one. Though time kept moving, its warmth still wraps around me. That summer left behind something deeper than words. Even when seasons change, your warmth still lingers. We can't return again, but I carry that day within me. Deep in my quiet heart, your season still remains. It was a secret summer, a story only we could know. Though it may never return, it lives on deep inside. Everything so quietly was colored gently by you. Everything so quietly was colored gently by you. Tucked inside an old book, a photo from that day. Behind your fading smile, the season slowly passed. The moment brushed my hand. It still feels warm somehow, more than names we shared. We breathe the same quiet. No words were needed then. Our hearts had already met. Even now as time moves on, you remain here with me. I thought I had let go, but a piece of love stayed, softly glowing inside me. A memory that never fades, feeling still stuck in that season. The wind that brushes past brings your traces to my arms. Walking down the streets again, sunlight from that day returns. In these quiet passing scenes, the feelings stir alive. A memory shaped like you suddenly speaks to me. I tried so hard to forget, but some scenes won't erase. Without a single sound, my heart still answers back. Even now as time moves on, you remain here with me, like a casual goodbye. Your love had seeped into me. Maybe what we never said turned into my quiet truth, feelings more than the words we said. Your gaze remains so vivid in the places you once stood. Your feelings linger still. If I gather every piece scattered in memory, your face begins to form from all I tried to lose. Though left without a name, that love still lives in me. Even now as time moves on, you remain here with me. No one else would ever know how you slipped into my days. The love I thought forgotten became a piece I carry. No one else would ever know how you slipped into my days. You smile without a word, bright as the summer sun. As you walk the dusty path, I quietly follow behind. Though our hands never touched, your gaze lingered on mine. When we stood so close, my heart trembled before I knew we never had to speak. Your face said everything. Even your sighs stay with me, and your smile gently touched me. Carried by the breeze, it stirred something deep inside. Underneath the shaded tree, you were reading silently, holding my breath. From afar, I captured you like a photograph. No words, just a lifted gaze. I couldn't look away. Every time I close my eyes, your The moment the door closed, my breath quietly caught. Outside the window, silence. Our eyes were the only voice. We sat face to face, exchanging fragile breaths. In meaningless conversation, my voice trembled too much. Inside the still air between us, we carefully tucked each other in. The first night we shared was deeper than any word. In a world already asleep, only we stayed awake. The night that held us gently was the beginning of everything. As slower than light revealed all we tried to hide. In a wordless moment, even time chose to stop. Ooh. A breath lingered near my ear, your trembling fingertips followed. As dawn drew closer, courage quietly arrived. With each other's warmth, we wrapped the night in stillness. Behind clumsy words, the truth became clearer. Before anything grew familiar, we already knew each other's hearts. The first night we shared felt like more than a day. Even a brief sigh was carved deep in memory. Before I called your name, you were already that night. Light spilled across the sheets and truth quietly bloomed. Quieter than the dark was our most honest confession. Ooh. Tomorrow, I knew that night was real. Though it was clumsy and new, we became one that evening. A night we can't turn into, perhaps that's why it matters more. Ooh, the first night we shared wasn't an end but a beginning. Even if everything changes, we can't go back to that night. Yet what remains in our arms is that small unforgettable tremor.